used to do photography for our local air ambulance with the EC135 and the 145, which was good fun. I enjoyed that. So okay, I've got a visual with you.
All right, okay. So I'm 76, 800 feet.
Copy that. Okay.
And waypoint dead ahead. 050.
Okay, so I'll let you. Yeah, so just checking your header tape across the top of your iHads. You've got the solid arrow, which is your heading,
and the barret, which is my desired heading.
Yeah, exactly. So which should be around that.
And now we've got the waypoint, Bezoid, whatever.
Spot on.
Coming into view, and we'll go for that.
Okay. And what distance have you got roughly?
What distance have I got? That's a good question.
So it should be in the so again with your symbology on your iHads, if you flick through it, you should have it in the bottom left hand corner.
SA 11, 1 o'clock, searching.
7:26k.
Spot on, okay. And an estimated time of arrival about 11 minutes,
11 minutes.
On the current speed? Lovely, okay. So let's keep this speed nice and steady, so like I say, keep it around about 70 knots, just for now. It gives us time just to sort of get set up and talk through things, anything you want to clarify, so...
So I'm going back to... video on that one, and let's get George up and just pick something up ahead.
Leave it.
Alright, that's interesting.
What's that?
Leave it. Sleeve it.
Is the crosshair not moving?
The crosshair he's looking somewhat to the left of what I'm asking to look at. Sorry, to the right.
Oh, okay. It might be the fact that what happens is, if he's not looking at anything in particular, he'll initially look to where you are, but then it'll just drift because he's not picking up anything.
Okay, that explains that then.
Okay. So just confirming your acquisition source, which shows on your TSDs, which will be your right 6 button. You've got acquisition, you've got that set at TADS, yeah?
Acquisition is EO1. What's that mean?
EO1. So that's target 01, probably because you clicked on it. Okay, so if you click on that button, acquisition source.
We'll go back to TADS. There we go.
There you go. Now he should start looking at what you're looking at a little bit more.
Okay, I'll try that again now.
Leave it. Don't be
Okay, spot on. Well done. All spotted.
Lovely. Okay. Yeah, it's quite easy. If you click on when you're looking at the TSD and the waypoints, if you click on the left-hand button of any waypoint, that will become your acquisition source. So what you can do, if you've got a target area, you can then always slave to that, so it's really easy for the CPG. So I've got visual with you. I'm at your 9 o'clock, slightly low. I'm just coming round so I can get a little bit closer to yourself. Okay.
We're on heading, 21 clicks, 12 minutes. Oh, we've slowed down, let's speed up a bit.
Yeah, okay. Take it to about 90 knots if you wish. As we get a little bit closer, probably about 10 clicks from the thing, then we can slow it down to 70. It just gives us lots of time to think and about what we're going to do and everything, but it's we're relatively safe here as long as we don't venture too far forward too quickly. So basically now what I've done, I've switched my radio now to 3.0. So now I'm on this. So 3.0 is the comms for when you're doing rifle calls, or updating any other aircraft in the area. If you have a quick look at the F10 map and you can see there's an Mi-28 bearing down on somebody, you can make a quick call. No guarantee they're on comms, but you soon get to know who is. So Trails, you might have just heard, he's on all the time. And it is good that people are, because people can then tell you you're taking fire, because if you start taking fire from your anything from 8 o'clock to back to 4 o'clock, you won't even see it until it's coming past you when it's too late. So if you listen out and there's someone say Rebel 9, you're taking fire, break right, then sometimes you think, don't stop and look and see, I can't see it, just do it, because chances are they're trying to save you. So okay, just setting up nicely on your 7 o'clock now. Okay, so just keep practicing now, slaving with George, see if you can pick anything up.
Right, turn down there. Come on.
And slaving. Empty slave.
So if you put your own crosshair on the waypoint marker, you might start picking up ground now.
Okay.
You might get a ground target.
Need to come a little bit right. Yep.
Slaving. Empty slave.
Undeath. That's picked something up, but it can't define friend or foe. Is that right?
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine for now.
Target at sight.
Eight minutes.
Yeah, agreed. F10. Right, I need to reactivate my voice attack now. Deselect.
Not easy to maintain a height on this thing, is it?
It's just practice, basically.
Do you ever use the autopilot modes?
Sometimes, more for the hover more than anything else,
right.
But if I need to set up, but what I tend to do, if I'm honest, I'll put the aircraft into a place where it's going to be safe, and then I'll sometimes jump into, if I've got to start punching coordinates in, I'll just jump into the front seat and do it, because then at least George will keep the aircraft steady. So okay, so I'm on your 8 o'clock, slightly high, about 15 rotates away from you. So okay, slave. Okay, so you've got a general feel for where the Black Horse FARP is, which obviously we're not going to need a minute because we're armed up and we'll have plenty of fuel. So what you can do now, on your TSD, can you see, press the RTE button.
Route.
Yeah. And then DIR, direct.
Direct. 3.
And I think it'd be waypoint 3, won't it? So if you click on that.
Yep, okay, got a new target.
There you go. So that should be around about 26 kilometres.
24.3. 13.
Yeah. Brilliant. So that's how you can change between your waypoints rather than having to fly over one to consecutively move. Now there was a bit of a bug earlier where even if you flew very accurately over your waypoint, it didn't swap to the next one. I think it's been fixed now. It seems to be working better now. So okay, so yeah, good height this one, between 1,000 and 1,500. Gets you out of range of small arms. And at the minute we're far enough away from any really bad SAM sites. So what I tend to do now, as I start approaching, I mean we're a bit far out at the moment, is get George to scan, I would say at a 10 o'clock, a 12 o'clock and a 2 o'clock scan. I'm trying to think of a good distance for you. Can you see that bunch of trees in front of you? There's on your 12 o'clock, just start scanning that sort of distance.
Right, so that's...
Okay. And that way you're sweeping for targets. Now obviously if there's something hiding behind a building and you fly by it, that can hurt, but if you've got a built up area, it's never ideal to fly straight over it. You're better trying to fly around it and get to do a bit of a, you know, scan it a few times. That way you sort of checking round corners.
Right.
But this is looking good. Okay. Maintain this altitude now. I think you're pretty well spot on at that.
Pretty good.
Okay. And so the beauty now is what we could say, we could divvy up, but I'm not going to at this case. Is so you've got the waypoint marker, I've got the waypoint marker. I would be scanning anything north of it, you'll be scanning anything south of it.
Right.
But what we'll do, practice those on your own. I'll get you to scan it all, and I'll keep scanning anyway. And obviously, if I see something nasty that we're approaching and you've not spotted, then we'll think. But George is usually pretty good.
I'm at TACAN. Oh, TACAN beacons. Does the Apache use TACAN?
No, it doesn't for some reason.
Only
Yeah, I've got those
so
as well.
far?
Yeah, so that you there look like they're probably northwest of the target area. Right, need to fence in, mate. So
Okay.
make sure all your comps, CMOS is set, and your chap is armed. Yeah.
We're armed and we're on auto.
Cool. Fence in. Have you armed your chaff as well?
We're armed my chap.
Okay. So
Where's that one?
go to your weapons page.
Weapons.
ASE.
ASE.
Chaff is currently safe, probably.
It is, yep.
Okay.
Armed.
Hit arm.
Yep.
Okay. And that way your chaff is armed now as well. I don't know if
Good.
you've got that buttoned, but
No,
it's certainly
I don't
handy.
think so. Oh yes, I
No,
have.
don't worry, no, yeah. So the thing is, you can't arm your chaff on the ground.
Right,
Even if
okay.
you do ground override, it'll always default to safe. That's it. I saw you just checking your chaff and your flares are working. That's nice.
Good. That was what I
See
was
that?
going to ask, yep.
Okay, so we are 17 clicks out at the moment, so still good.
10 minutes. Only friendly so far. To the north.
Copy that. F10.
Target. And sleep.
F1. Now around that target area there is, according to the F10 map, there is a BMP there, so you'll start picking it up, but probably not yet, we're too far out at the moment.
Sorry, to the north.
No, so pretty well on the marker, on the
Yeah,
waypoint marker,
Right,
it should
okay.
be around there.
Let's have a look there then.
Tracking target. Bounty slaved.
I need to choose a weapon now, don't I?
Yeah, so have your Hellfire ready.
Searching.
Gun, Hellfire, LOBL. Direct.
Lovely. Spot on. Slave.
Bounty
Ground.
I've got
Yeah.
ground as well, but too far out. Yeah.
Lasers off. Empty slave. Empty slave.
You pretty much spend all your time slaving and deslaving as you look around.
Yeah, you do. I mean, the one thing I will say, when you've got somebody obviously flying in the front seat, it's great because you didn't. But the only thing I would say is, George can sometimes, he's got the eye of an eagle. He can spot things really, really well. Whereas a human, you're scanning with the TADs, and it can be difficult to spot things. So you have to be very careful. But that's like real life.
Yep, indeed. And this is on a nice sunny day with no clouds and good weather.
Absolutely, yeah.
Can't imagine a nightmare of combat at night, blimey.
Well, that's where the Apache comes into its own, to be honest.
Really?
Right. I have got, so south of the target area, I've got a BMP-2. 9 clicks out. So, on a heading of
so
around
right,
about...
BMP2 and BMP3.
Okay, copy that. So I've got the BMP2, you say you've got a BMP3.
I've got 3 then.
Okay, you take 3. Once you're within range, let me know.
It's gone. Good.
Slave it. Empty slave.
Okay, so bring you...
SUA Acacia.
That's that's artillery, so don't worry about that. That's not an issue at the minute. You can kill that with cannon. BMPs will be your target, mate.
I'm going for BMP3.
Yeah. Okay, so bring your speed back a little bit. Okay, starting to get within. I'm well within range now. Have you got the target?
No.
No. Okay, no problem.
And slave. Deslaving.
So
Which way do I push it to select the target? Up and down.
you press right to select the target.
I go right.
To switch targets up and down, yeah, and then right to select the one you're highlighting.
Right. Okay.
In range. Ready to launch.
Okay. I'm ready
Got
to
him?
launch. I'm in parameters.
Okay, stand by. I'm emptying. So, look divider 0, 2 BMPs engaging with Hellfire rifle.
Consent to fire.
Go for it, mate. Okay, so once hit, we'll come right 180 and push out.
Okay.
Lasers off. Good back.
Oh,
Good back.
destroyed. BMP3. Was that
Breaking
mine or
right.
yours?
Yeah, that was yours.
Okay, good man. Coming right.
Okay, so break right and come right, and we'll get some separation again because we're starting to get close.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good thing. We step off. Now, what happened there was, because I also launched, you got the missile warning.
Yep.
Now, because you knew, because I called the rifle, then 9 times out of 10 you think, yeah, you were safe. The only problem is because you've got your flares on auto, your aircraft, if you look at your flares, it banged a load of flares out.
Right, okay.
And wasted them. So really what you want is set to bypass, and you do the flares yourself when we're in a situation like this.
When you hear a call, or normally?
Normally,
Okay.
because as soon as a call comes out, as soon as a rifle's made, it's gonna automatically do, which is what the real aircraft does anyway. Apparently the E version, which the Brits have got now, the Mark II, I think it is, the ASC equipment on that is absolutely top notch. It almost knows what's been fired at it before it's been fired.